Hello, Chris Maguire here, and I've got another Hey Chris question. This one is, hey Chris, I bought a loop pedal the other day and it's harder than what I thought. Any tips? Yes, I do have plenty of tips when it comes to loop pedals. First off is you don't want to think of the loop pedal as an effects pedal. Think of it as an instrument in its own right. Now, every loop pedal is slightly different and you're going to have to spend some time to getting to know how these differences affect your particular pedal. Some you have to push and start recording straight away, like it has to be instantaneous. Some there's a little bit of latency and it's going to take a little while for you to sort of figure out exactly when to start playing. But if you start finding out these things with your pedal and start to spend time with it, over a period of time you'll start to get like a bit of a knack for it, and then you'll get the most out of it. So yeah, really think of it as an instrument in its own right, and yeah, you should start to get bigger and better ideas and really start to milk the most of it. There's a real lot that you can do with loop pedals, and you can get really creative. And don't sort of think, if you sort of see somebody doing something fantastic with a loop pedal on Instagram or YouTube, that you could instantly just replicate those same results with just diving into it. It's definitely not going to be like that. They themselves would have had to sit down with their pedal and work out these ideas well in advance, and it would take trial and tribulation to sort of get to a sort of point. But the results should be worth it in the long run with the investment of time. So treat it like an instrument in its own right, not necessarily as an effects pedal. That should be my advice. The next step from that is, if you've already got this loop pedal, you might start to find that there are some limitations with the one that you've got, and you find yourself growing from the model that you've actually got. This is kind of a good thing. I don't necessarily recommend jumping into the biggest, best, most feature-packed loop pedal there is on the market, because you can easily get lost in it and you don't know what features you will actually use as opposed to the ones that you're not going to use. So starting off with something basic is a really good idea, and then from there you can start to know, okay, I would like this feature, I would really like that, I would use this, and look for those features on the loop pedal at the market. There's quite a lot on the market at the moment, so yeah, start off small, and there's going to be something that would cater for what you actually want it to do. But start off small, get used to that one first, and then go from there. Hopefully this has provided you some tips. If you did like today's issue or today's question, do feel free to leave a like. It does help us out quite a fair bit. So if you could do that, that means a lot to us. And if you do have a question, feel free to put a question in the comments below, and I'll make sure I can answer it in due time. Cheers, thank you.